Hi, we're Richard and Jackie from Early Retirement Wanderlust.
We are currently on a 7-week backpacking trip around Thailand, and at the moment we are on the beautiful tropical island of Ko Lipe in the Wapi Resort.
When we were doing our research for going away to Thailand, we found it so helpful watching different reviews of hotels and resorts, so this is our review of the Wapi Resort.
Welcome to another one of our resort reviews, and we are currently at the Wapi Resort on Ko Lipe, which is a tropical island in the south of Thailand.
The actual resort is based on Sunrise Beach, which is on the east of the island, and it has the most beautiful long golden sandy beaches that stretch 4 miles.
Being in the south of Thailand, it's not the easiest place to get to. Our routing, we chose to fly from Bangkok down to Hat Yai Airport, and then we arranged local transfers. We did that through the 12Go Asia website, and it was really easy and it was ridiculously cheap. So for a 2-hour private minibus transfer and a 1-hour speedboat across to the island, it cost us £14 each, and we found that really quick and easy. The flight was only an hour and a half from Bangkok, so that's probably one of your quickest routes to get down to the island.
The actual resort we booked through booking.com. It cost us £66 per night. It does fluctuate a little bit depending on the season and depending on the days of the week and how busy the resort is. It comes with bed and breakfast, and the breakfast is absolutely beautiful.
So we've just booked probably the cheapest option in the resort, which is a basic bungalow. It's got a double bed. It's not beachside, but we have got a nice little veranda, and it's no more than probably 20 steps to the beach.
The bungalow has absolutely everything that you would need. It's got a fridge so we can keep our drinks really nice and cool. It's got tea and coffee making facilities, which is great. We've brought a little coffee filter maker with us, so we've got nice fresh coffee. And it does come, interestingly, with 2 water bottles so that you can go and fill your water for free from the restaurant, because they are trying to reduce the amount of plastic on the island, which is a double bonus. You don't have to buy water, and it's really quick and easy to just nip and get it.
It has got ragingly efficient air conditioning, which is really quite important. There's a couple of days where it's been fearsomely hot here, and we've just got back to the bungalow, cranked up the aircon, and soon cooled down. So for us, that's really helped us sleep at night. And unlike maybe some of the other places, you can actually control the aircon, so you're not actually freezing in the middle of the night. So yeah, it's worked well for us.
And I like the fact that I think it's been quite recently renovated. It's really freshly decorated. It's really bright and clean. A couple of other quirky things that we really like. It has a little beach bag that comes with beach towels and some flip-flops, so you can just nip down to the beach with it.
You can trade in those beach towels at any moment, so you can always make sure you've got clean beach towels. And part of the unique thing about leaving the beach at the beach is that it's got a little foot wash arrangement outside. So you take your shoes off on the steps, you wash your feet off to get rid of all the sand. There's a little towel to dry your feet, and then you're on barefoot throughout the accommodation, and it keeps all the sand outside the bungalow.
As with most accommodations that we found in Thailand so far, there is a safe, which is great because it just makes us feel a little bit more comfortable leaving our valuables when we go out.
And then onto the bathroom. It is en suite, and that's just a wonderful segue to cut to Rate My Shower. Welcome to the Wapi Resort on Ko Lipe. As you can see, it's a very spacious bathroom with a walk-in shower area. A standard Thai toilet arrangement with a polite notice to look after the sewage system, with consequently the need for a bidet system that subscribers have informed me is affectionately referred to as a bum gun. A well-proportioned sink, but interestingly it has no plug, which can cause some issues. A good selection of complementary products. Nice to see a towel rail, but yet again let down with a lack of hooks. As is tradition in Thailand, an old shower heater but perfectly effective. Why change what's not broken? A large and modern shower head, An interesting window feature akin to a custody suite from the popular 1980s drama The Bill. So, in summary, the strengths are space, cleanliness and the amount of care products, but let down by the lack of shelves and hooks. So the Wapi Resort on Ko Lipe with a very respectable 42 out of 50 for a mid-range hotel. The price we paid for the resort came with bed and breakfast and we've been really impressed with it. The location of the restaurant is overlooking the beach and the sea, and you can just watch the resort wake up slowly in the morning over a wonderful buffet breakfast.
The lady comes round and asks you if you would like anything with eggs, so we've chosen to have scrambled eggs and bacon most mornings. You can have a big tray of fruit to share, which is great. I've learnt to love dragon fruit, which I've never tried before, and it has all sorts of other different Thai options. You can have noodles. One morning there was Thai pancakes with cooked bananas in them. That was delicious.
It also has the usual cereals, yogurts, waffles, pancakes, pretty much you name it, so you can absolutely fill your boots in the morning. And then the restaurant opens at lunchtime and it goes to a really good value and fresh range of menu.
And I really like the fact that the restaurant isn't a pushy restaurant with lots of different cocktails and drinks. They actually only serve beers, that's the only alcohol they do, but we can have a really nice lunch with 2 freshly cooked meals, 2 beers or 2 cokes, and it doesn't come to more than 300 Thai baht, which is no more than about £7.50 in English money.
We've spent most of our time in resort on the beach, and it comes with a whole host of sun lounges. There are a range of different hammocks where you can sit and watch the world go by. They rent out kayaks, which we've actually loved because you can paddle across to some of the small uninhabited islands that have reefs around them. And they also have snorkel sets that you can just pick up and use, which is wonderful in this tropical part of the world.
Something I thought was really good is that they have about 10 bikes that you can literally just pick up and take to go out and explore the island. You don't need to pre-book them. If they're there, you can just go.
The staff at the resort are just so lovely and so kind and so welcoming. They have really made our stay. So from bits and bobs of advice to booking excursions and also booking our onward ferries, they've been amazing. And we have daily maid service, and they come in, they tidy up all our mess and just give the room a clean down, which is really nice for when you come back in an evening back to a nice clean room.
Actually, I really like coming back and just having nice fresh towels. It's just a little extra layer of comfort to some of the different places that we've stayed. We have got outside our bungalow a couple of little pets. The lizards here can be quite big, so we've had a couple that are this big, but the good thing is we haven't seemed to have had many bugs. I think the lizards are too busy catching them.
And talking of animals, you just need to be aware when you come to the island, there are a few stray dogs wandering around, but they are really tolerated. They're absolutely not aggressive at all. I'm not particularly great with dogs and I felt completely at ease. In reality, they just wander up and down the beach and have a snooze in the shade behind sun lounges. So it's not a problem, but you do need to be aware of it.
As we said, it's located on Sunrise Beach, and it's a really long stretch of beach that goes along the east coast of the island. If you go south, it has got a couple of really nice beach resorts and quite a rocky enclave that you can go and explore and paddle about in. And if you go north, there is a couple of really posh resorts, but the most beautiful sunset can be seen from up there. It's probably no more than 10 minutes walk.
We really like the location of the hotel. It's based actually on a working beach, so there are always long-tail boats coming and going, and it's quite a big mooring point for long-tail boats. In some previous reviews that we've seen of the resort, some people have been put off by that, but we actually quite like it. It gives it a really local feel. I'm a people watcher and I like watching the world go by, and I just think it's really interesting. If you want uninterrupted views, you've only got to walk a couple of 100 metres up the beach and you're suddenly free from the long-tail boats, but it's absolutely beautiful and it does remind you that you're still in Thailand.
We also think it's a great location because it is tucked away slightly. It's only 2 minutes walk up to sort of the main drag of the island and to the walking street. So you're quite quickly into the hubbub of the island and where all the food is and all of the shops, but it's quite really quiet where we are.
The resort doesn't serve food on an evening and we always like to go out anyway. So when you walk up to the walking street, there is a whole host of different restaurants and bars that you can choose from. It's quite a vibrant atmosphere.
It's really fun. You can't help but smile as you walk along with the different hawkers that are trying to get you to come into their restaurants. Some of them have quite interesting ways, but it's just really entertaining as well as delicious food.
Yeah, the restaurants around here are really quite focused on the seafood, obviously, and they've got a really interesting way of doing it in terms of the raw fish is laid out in front of the restaurant and you can actually choose what selection of fish you want and they will cook it how you wish. To be honest, we haven't gone that route, but there are so many different options in terms of cheap meals. A bit like the lunch times, if you are basing your meals around rice, or noodles or some sort of curry, then you can eat really, really cheaply in beautiful restaurants.
Something that we have found, which I find quite bizarre, for most of the rest of our tour of Thailand, we've used the 7-Elevens to stock up on water, fizzy drinks and some beers just to keep in the fridge so we can go down to the beach at night. But it's actually cheaper to drink in the bars and restaurants than it is to buy it from 7-Eleven. So that's a bonus actually.
So the Wapi Resort is by no means a big resort. It's a lovely family-run resort that prides itself on its quiet location and it feels a really peaceful place. And we've used the last 4 nights to just really switch off, slow down and get onto island time.
It's definitely a place probably more for couples and families. If you're wanting lots of loud music and cocktails and things, there are resorts further up the beach that offer you, but this is just a really quiet resort and we've absolutely loved it. So that's it from us. Hopefully you've enjoyed this quick review of the Wapi Resort on Ko Lipe. That's it for now. Bye.
See ya.